this works. Hello. Oi. Who the hell's calling me on that number? Ain't shit. Is it working? Aha! Success. Finally. Test 1 2 1 2. Can we hear me? Because my phone decided it was going to do something weird and try and assign it as a mobile live stream rather than doing things normally. It's been a wild morning this morning. Yeehaw. I can hang up there. Stay. I'm alive. Ah, good. Sweet. All right, let's do this. Good morning, everyone. How are we? Are we all as chipper as I am today? Sure. Let's go with that. Didn't even have time to do a proper thumbnail last night. Yay. Yeah. No, that's, so around this time of year is when I get schools contacting me for repairs. So basically I do stuff to help them keep their budgets, under control. So rather than, say, for example, throwing out a decent quality amp or anything along those lines that might still be repairable for, a couple of dollars, I will go there and do a combination of on-site repairs and repairs where I take stuff away. So this is for Canterbury Girls High School, where I've gone along, picked up a whole bunch of stuff from them, which is now here, which I'm going to start working through. And it's like stacks and stacks of, cheap sort of instruments and cheap keyboards and stuff like that. So there is about a dozen or so keyboards of various sort of quality and, repairability. A couple of old PV amps and various other things as well. So I'll go through, pull them apart, sort them out. Keyboards, I can combine like 2 or 3 broken ones into one working one they can use for like the young students. So it means that I can keep them sorted without having to worry about replacing a bunch of equipment. And then when they've got budget left over, I can sell them replacement stock and that. But more importantly is it's stopping stuff going to landfill, because there's not many people that do what I do at such sort of like a comprehensive package. There are people out there who do school repairs, and they'll do like they might do guitars, or they might do some PA stuff or that. There's shops out there that will sell gear to schools, but teacher wants to know something, or they want to see whether something's repairable or fixable or whatever else. They don't want to know you. My whole point of difference is they can call, they can ask questions, they can do that kind of thing, and I'm there to help sort out and keep it all dealt with. So it's not going to be any interesting vintage stuff or any cool amps or anything like that. It is going to be bog standard high school stuff. But some people want to see how that kind of stuff is dealt with and what gets done, so I may as well stream while I do it, because there is a lot of them here. A lot. So, for example, this kind of thing. Just cheap, crappy, bloody, like, awful keyboards. They've been around in the schools, obviously, for like 15 years, sometimes 20 years and that, but if I can, for example, fix something like this in a matter of like, 10, 15 minutes or something like that, why not? It means they've got a few extra keyboards to keep going for ages, and they've got a bit of money left over they can use to spend on getting replacement items that are a bit nicer for like the students are a bit more serious. This will be beaten up by the year 7s. you know, they can just kick the crap out of it. Doesn't really matter too much. It's all hunky-dory. All right. There's my thing there. Still there, still good, still sorted. All right. Now, the first thing that they said about these, especially the Casios, is that they're not running on anything other than batteries. So it's a pretty common thing to happen with these. The power supplies get knocked around and stuff like that. The pins go bad. So they run like a standard 9-volt power supply, like a guitar pedal or similar. So 2.1 mil center pin, but wow. You can actually see like how far back these were bought, right? I'll scooch that over this side, down that way, up there. There we go, into the zone of X, right? So this is when it would have been either purchased or like logged into the school like inventory management system. That 2000. This wasn't new when this came along when I was in high school. So that's 24 years, right? 24 years, and it's kicked on for that long. Why not get another couple of years out of them? So let's see. I'll power it up. See if it is indeed just a dicky connection. Yeah, it does feel a bit loose in there. Just a bit loose. Anything? Beulah? No. So I got absolutely no... Oh, wait. There we go. If I jiggle it down that way, I get a brief moment of... Aha! There we go. Yep. Cool. So that one's relatively simple. That one is just going to be a jack. Stay... Oh, God. Gotta love 2000s design. Square edges, nah, we want everything to be liquid and cool. Ugh, awful. The rose-tinted glasses of nostalgia for the 2000s. Not great. Okay. Next one. Dodgy DC input, same deal apparently. So let's see, just confirm. In there like so. Normal. Yeah. That's a bit loosey-goosey. Stay. I said stay. Oh, that's hefty, boy. Alright, this one as well. Delayed sound. What do you mean by delayed sound? That's an odd one. Yeah, dicky DC jack on that one too. Could have sworn there was more than just 3 of those units. Maybe not. A bunch of these bloody Adderalls though. Oh God. Okay, that's a busted key, so I have to see about finding that one. Alright, so power cuts in and out, alright. These would have been bought around the same time as well. Old school MIDI controllers. Not like old school, but definitely not kind of modern. But they still work fine enough. Boss PSA adapter, 2.1 mil. Cool. So, I plunk that into there. I go to DC. Alright. Cool. So I got power going on. Things are operating there. That must be the channel. Data's going there. Okay. Now what happens if I get some USB going on to that mamma jamma? Damn it, now I gotta find a USB-B cable. Where did they all go? Where did my cables go? Where have they gone? Couplings. Coupling? No. That is a one, but not the one that I was after. Negatory. Where did I put them all? Oh. It's getting a bit warm now, I can take that off. Where? Ah, cables. There we go. Nope, that's not it. Seriously, where did I put these bloody USB cables? It's been a while since I'd use a USB type B cable for testing, surprisingly. So, no. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Box cables is here. No, they were around somewhere. Patch cables, other cables, USB cables. Aha, USB-B. There we go. So if I plunk that in there, and that up into that one, I should be able to test it nicely. Okay. What was if I switch it over to USB? Nothing jiggling or going on there. Audio MIDI device. These aren't core MIDI, are they? Edirol PC50. Edirol PC50. Drivers. Old school. Come on, wiggy wiggy. So how's everyone going this morning, huh? Let me know in the comments. Get that thing moving. 64-bit, XP, Windows, OS X 10.9. I'm pretty sure we're a bit past that. OS X, CPU, Intel and PowerPC, 2007, oh god. OS 9! That's going back a bit. I wonder, can I run this in boot camp? Let's find out. Not boot camp, Rosetta. Okay, agree and download file. Because this is pre-core MIDI, pre-core standardization. Get dog up, yeah. Yeah, Casio. Casio used to be, like, solid because they were, like, cheap junk that was kind of, it was passable. It was serviceable for what it did. However, not so much the case these days. Oh, wow. I might actually be able to run this. The program determines the software can be installed. Okay, allow. Yes. Allow. Nah, okay, right. So, I'm not going to be able to run this on a Macintosh because it is pre that. So I'm going to have to test these on a PC. 19 viewers who watched you on a Switch. That's amazing. I love that. And Switches are cool though. I didn't know there was a YouTube app actually for the Switch. And again, I have the Switch. I've had it for years. I used it last time when we traveled to Japan for the flights, but I haven't really used it since. So that was, God, 5 years ago. Shit. It's been a little while. I wonder, can I get an Enmore PC 50 to work on a Mac rather than having to make me take this home or bring in the laptop from home? Enmore PC 50 Mac OS drivers. Right. Connected via the Claret, yeah. Trying to power by USB, don't do that. It's just the keyboard, even if it doesn't work as a controller, the PCR will not output over MIDI cables whilst connected via USB. Okay, yeah, that one there, yes. Okay. 3,000 drivers for Catalina from Rolling Sports site and install it. And then replace the extra line with another one from patch folder. Don't forget to repair permissions. Okay, right on. Doesn't seem to work. Doesn't seem to work. Okay, so I will have to power it on a PC to test those, but that's okay. I can deal with that later. 6 on a Windows phone. Who the hell uses a Windows phone? What kind of weird sicko has a Windows phone? Oh dear Lord, no, no. Most popular is Android. Well, yeah, of course. You know, Android's on everything. And what is it? Twice as many as iOS or Windows. Yeah. 195 on Xbox. Rarest is KaiOS. KaiOS. It's probably a distro of Linux or something. Some kind of weirdo doing something special. Who knows? Okay, well, they said that there was something going on with this, and it was power cutting in and out. I can't see anything either via USB or via power, so it's still functional there. So I think whatever they've plugged it in, yeah, KaiOS is for like flip phones. Oh, so it's a so it's probably like a derivative of Android or something, kind of like those weird like North Korean and Chinese operating systems. Someone's watching like 10 pixels. Okay, so that seems hunky-dory, so we'll put that into the pile to test with test with the Windows PC. That is one thing Windows does better than Mac, is the ability to run ancient-ass stuff on it, because it incorporates so many layers of previous versions of crap in it and all that, and it's a patchwork of spaghetti code and random other junk. There we go. Be the outlier you want to see in the world. Yeah, I already am. I'm already a special little boy. Okay, there we go. Again, everything's all hunky-dory, nothing cutting out. Self-reporting data is going out, which is good, so I'm going to have to see what's going on then with this. It might just be how they've plugged it in or installed it. Nothing going on there. Buttons are working fine. So I might have to give them a package with updated drivers, or like a driver kit. Here's the drivers. Here's how you install them on your PCs and that. Get them running. Because if we can keep these things going for a while, these things are bloody bulletproof. Old school bloody, relatively solid products from Roland before they started going like, kind of downhill and mediocre. Yep, same deal. Yep, it's doing what it needs to do. Nothing cutting out. Sounds like a lot of effort, and other YouTubers probably don't geek out over those parts of the analytics. Honestly, a lot of people do, like, the successful YouTubers and that will sort of, like, nerd out over even those little details. Because it can give you a bit of an insight as to who your customers are, like, who your viewers are, who your audience is, where they're coming from, what they're doing. For example, if you've got a very, very high proportion of people who are watching from a desktop, they're more likely to be an older group because not many people are sitting there on a desktop watching YouTube, right? If they're watching from like a smart TV or some such, similar kind of thing. But if it's like smartphones and similar kinds of devices, more iPhones means that you've got a more affluent audience. More Android is sort of like a more varied audience and the like. So, yep. Same deal. It's reporting data, which is good. It's all about the data. Data is good. Wow. Stay. Another 2 there. Huzzah. Yeah, last time these bloody tested and tagged was in 2012. But they don't actually need them because they're not a mains-powered device. They're DC-powered. So all you have to do is test and tag the power supplies. Or if they're USB-powered, you don't even have to do that. Someone was making their money that day. Oh, value wheel's missing on that one. Same deal, getting data. Man, I'm gonna roll with this. How exciting. I haven't even started repairing anything yet. Them's be okay, them's be okay. This one here. So I've got 2 more of these Ederols, and then an ancient Kawai K1. Yeah, so someone logs in from their smart fridge. Ah, I see we have some weirdo, techno lover who doesn't actually have an understanding of how anything actually works. It's like that classic meme of there's techno enthusiasts and then there's like people who work in the tech industry, and techno enthusiast is oh, I've got this smart door lock and my fridge tells me when I've run out of things and that, whereas like the person who works in tech, it's like I have one piece of technology in my house, it's a printer, and I keep a loaded gun near it in case it makes any noises I don't like. It's true. I can't do stuff like the Home Assistant, so the Alexa or anything like that. Nope, I don't. I want less Amazon involvement in my life. I want less of any of that stuff. They can't do anything I can't just do myself. I don't want someone to be able to control my lights. I don't want someone to be able to control, grab even more of my data. There's plenty of it out there. There are like dumb smart lights you can get that work just like on local RF or something, but I don't need it connected to the web. I don't need any of that kind of stuff. I don't need that weird shit going on. Says working, but that one's obviously an old label. Ancient label. Same deal. Alright. Yeah. Nothing high-tech. I don't want any of that stuff. I don't even like modern toasters and shit that are like too high-tech. I don't want that. I want to put bread in, and then I want to pull it out and have it be brown and nice. That's it. That's all I want. I actually need to go buy a toaster because I haven't had one in months. Our toaster finally died after many, many years, and just never got around to replacing it. Ow. Just got my PC to do everything on. Yeah, until you go and like get yourself a Mac. Mechanicals. Well, I mean, mechanical stuff is also can be very problematic too. It's not quite that simple. Yeah. No automation for me either. Exactly, you know. I don't want any of that kind of stuff. It's a light switch. How hard is it to go? That's it. At what point in your life are you so lazy that you go, oh, I can't even get out of bed to go turn the light on. Oh, no, I need a nap. No. No. Just get up and walk. Fan of simple amps, stuff like that. Look, I don't mind some of the complex amps just because I like to tone sculpt. I like to do things. As we were discussing last night, though, I don't like an amp that does, like, you know, it does everything. It's like, no, just give me a couple of variations on what's there. That's it. I'm happy. IoT. Yeah, especially when companies go, hey, we're not supporting it anymore. Frick it. Like, what is it? There was Spotify, and they had their car thing that they had. And they've launched that. And, yeah, in doing so, they managed to destroy a product that was only like 2 years old. They could have just, like, kept it operational, but nope. Brick it. What was it? It was, what's that stupid bloody, speaker company? Sonora? Sonor? Something like that. The one, you know the one I'm talking about. They had their things years ago where they had their, units that would no longer operate or function anymore. And so they killed them. They were like, nah, see ya. So you couldn't upgrade them, couldn't do anything. Sonos, that's it. Sonos. You couldn't do boo diddly squat to them, so you had to basically throw them out. And I think someone managed to figure out how to hack them, and I think Sonos got pissed off about that, so they went and like stopped it. And so they sent out something new. To DMX, yeah. Yeah, why not? Yeah. Oh, that's nice, old school. So, they said this one was like sitting outside of the room. Why? This is still apparently working. Okay, let's go, A1, A1, 2. That's right. Sick. I am by no means a keyboard player, so... Okay, a couple of key contacts are a little funky. Dead key there. Dead key there, okay. Stick's supposed to do something. Oh yeah, that's the sound of the 80s. What the hell's stick supposed to do? It does something. It's a wave shaper, isn't it? Oh, the old sound effects units. Love them. Oh. Nice. Okay. Alright. So this seems to be working all hunky-dory. Except for a couple of those keys. So jacks are doing okay. Yep. Cool. Alright, so I can pull it apart and see what I can do about getting those key contacts cleaned and sorted. That might be all that one needs. That one's an easy one, but I'll give it a test anyway just to make sure. Now, can you tell what the problem with this one is? Oh, dear Lord. Yeah, so this is a Yamaha PSRE 273. Use the same key bed as the PSRE 443, 373, all that kind of jazz. And I got a couple of busted ones of those in the other workshop that I'll use for spare parts, so I'll salvage them. Go. Alright, so that one works. I just got to replace that key comb there, so I'll grab one of those from the workshop this afternoon. That's easy. This one might be a bit harder because Casio suck for getting spare parts. They keep changing everything constantly. This one's got a busted key down on the treble side there, which makes it a bit harder. And they don't really sell them as a spare part. Yeah, it snapped right off, so. Single contact on there, so this is going to be non-touch sensitive. DC 9.5 thin. Oh god, this is one of those annoying modern ones. Bloody hell. Could throw batteries in there, but nah. Okay, I think I've got a power supply around for a Casio. I usually kept one on hand from back in the days when I was a Casio dealer. Where the hell did I put them all though? I'm going to have to grab the one that I've got in the other workshop out and give that a test. Because even still, this one, finding parts of this is going to be a nightmare, and these ones are, yeah. The more modern ones like these from like the last 10, 15 years, they're not as robust as the old ones for some reason. Well, I say for some reason, it's because Casio cut every single corner they possibly could. When they cut every single corner they could, then of course they're not going to be all too great. The old ones, they kind of cut corners, but they also used ancient parts they'd been making for like 20 years at that point. Alright, let's change some DC sockets. Now, how is this going to come apart? Tag Team Australia. Alright, drill. Me my drill. Where's my drill? Where to put me bloody drill? Somewhere. Put it down there? No. Where is the drill? Because I used it for something. Disassembling something. And I do not know. There's where to put it. No, that's not that. That's not it. That's not it. Seriously, where did I put the bloody thing? I would lose my head if it wasn't so firmly attached to my neck. What was the last thing I did with it? Just assembling something. Ow. Ah, there it is. That's right. Got it. Found it. I'm gonna need the long bit. So. Good stuff. Alright. Where is my mag bowl? There we go. Magnetic bowls for the win. Now where's my magnetic stick? I need that one. Because that makes removing the screws oh so much easier. I work so many 10 million homes with architects, spec Sonos installations. Oh God. And then but then again, those rich bastards wouldn't really care because once they reach like a certain period afterwards, they just strip it out anyway and redo it. Because they got that much bloody money. Constantly making bank. It's like when my family worked in demolition and construction, they go out to like Vaucluse and they'd strip out a kitchen that was only like 5 or 6 years old. And like my family would get the appliances from them because they were just like, nah, throw them out, whatever. We've got new ones coming along. Get it out of the way. We're talking like good stuff too, like proper like Miele like dishwashers and like dryers and washing machines and stuff. The kind of things that were not cheap. To live in that world, what would it be like? My God. What the? No, don't do it. Let's not round that out. Do it. Don't tell me I've lost my bloody magnetic grabber-dabber. There's where to go. It was here before. No. Bastard. Whinge about every dollar. Low-end jobs. Yeah. I don't know, it's probably that like tier above again that like the people that just like do not care. They've just got so much money. They're like, whatever. I want the new things. Get rid of it. Who cares? But then there's like the miserly ones that are like so tight on every bloody thing. There was like those two kinds of that two group of there it is. Like those two sort of like schools of people as well when I was working at Godfrey's back in the day. So I worked at like various ones, and when I worked at Bondi Junction, you had the ones that came in that were the biggest pains in the ass, buying the cheapest things, or they wanted the nice stuff, but they wanted you to give it to them basically for free. It's like, okay, cool, you've got an Amex Centurion, an Amex Black. What the hell? And then there are the others that just come in and just go, I'd like something that's just, I want to buy it once, I'll have it, and oh yeah, here we go, this one here, $1,500, and this is like, 15 plus years ago. And you're like, oh yeah, okay, it seems reasonable, yeah. Okay, I'll take that. Nothing, they're just, money, thank you, out the door. People buying all the new cars. Yeah. Bloody car-centric culture. I hate it. I like public transport, I do. I like public transport a lot. Well, at least one's good. Okay. I have to pull all those out, don't I? What does they come off there? Damn you, Casio, not making these easy. Dad bought a bloody Kirby. Oh, Kirby's. See, the worst part is they're actually, like, good vacuums. They're not $3,500, $4,000 goods. They are bulletproof, robust, reliable, work really well, but they're a design from the 1930s that they still kept manufacturing. They just updated the casing and that for them over the years. And, of course, the way they're sold as a multi-level marketing scheme is terrible. But the engineering behind them is really, really solid, really, really, really robust. You know, we used to sell parts and things for them back in the day at Godfrey's, obviously, and yeah, they were just bulletproof. I don't know if are they even still around anymore? I don't know. They had they had many, many huge years, and you'd always find them, especially out in like Western Sydney. But that Kirby literally will last forever. They will not die. The motors in them, you can't kill them. They're ancient, old motors that as long as you replace the carbon brushes in them once every 20, 30 years, they're fine. They're so simplistic in their design. You've got the suction motor that also drives the rollers on the front, so it's just connected on the same prop shaft. Okay, so that's where the speakers is. Oh, I see. Right. Ah, yep. I gotcha. Okay, so that's the screw there for it then. Literally, they're built like a tank. There's like an old like promo video when they were training up the marks for, you know, to sell them and all that kind of jazz. And they took one and they literally demolished a wall with it. Like, swung it and bashed it and then proceeded to clean the floors. like that's stellar. That's how you know something's going to last forever, eh? Okay. Oh, that's right. This is from the days before quick disconnects. So the board will flip outwards. Go that way? Goes that way. Ah, bloody hell. Where the hell's going? Okay, that goes there. There we go. Thusly? Yeah, thusly. Go that way. Yeah, Americans do like using things for target practice. Cool. Look at that. Old school. Early 2000s. Let's make it as simple as we possibly can. Make it cheap, make it good. Serviceability, throw it in the bin, who cares? It's still relatively serviceable, but yeah. September 11th, 1999. They knew. My dad bought a Kirby with all the add-ons. Yep, fragrance adapters, so your mother can make the house smell good while vacuuming. They had the shampoo attachment. They had everything. They had so many attachments, and it was all just driven by that suction motor. It's brilliant. You know, my mother bought one as well many, many, many years ago. You know, me personally, the vacuum I have at home is a Miele. I got two of them, identical ones. One I got while I was working at Godfrey's, was a trade-in. We could take them home. Took it home. And I bought a second one of the exact same thing from a hock shop because I wanted one for upstairs and one for downstairs when we had our two-story house. And I can still get parts for that. I can still get them easy. And the neat part about that is that the one I got, because it was the top of the range, had the vibrating, the power head, as we call them here. And I won't have carpet in the house if I can't clean them with one of those. That is the only way to clean carpet properly. It's one thing Americans got right in that regard, is that they had their obsession with upright vacuums, because as the old Hoover saying went, it beats as it sweeps as it cleans. It's vibrating the carpet and pulling things out that way. It just makes far more sense. One of those Dysons. Ugh, no thanks. I hate Dyson with a passion. They are a prime example of a worse product that was marketed as though it was better. The very first vacuums way back in the day had no bags in them. You emptied them out. But then a then a young upstart company from Sweden called Electrolux went, what if we put something that held the dirt that you could dispose of? Thus, the bag was invented for, use in vacuums. So you put a bag in there, it seals it up, you pull it out it goes in the bin. It's like as I always say to people, the bin you've got in your kitchen that you throw stuff in, right? Does it have a bin liner in it? Do you put a plastic bag in it? Yes. Why? Well, it's easy to deal with. When it comes to fine dust, particulate matter and all that, emptying out those bagless machines, nah. They put a lot of it back in the air. It's very close to where you are. If you drop it into a bin, the vortex, the effect of the dropping the dust in there creates various sort of wind currents and that, forces it back up. The finest particulate matter just re-enters the room. Yeah, you can open and empty it outside, but it's just inconvenient. And even then, you've still got to clean out the inside of those things. Nah. So James Dyson just convinced people that it was better. His machines and the way he does things, the marketing is absolute bullshit spin, like talking about going up to 150,000 G and blah, 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 and all that. It's wrong. It's like when companies say that their amplifier is 1,000 watts, but it's really 75. Same deal. He designed a sexy product that could make things look interesting, and it was something that companies had already done decades previously. And the modern handheld ones, the little small ones, nah, they don't do enough. I don't like them. I like a normal vacuum. Give me a full-size thing. Thank you. Give me a bag. I empty out my bag once every, 3 months, if that. I buy a box of bags a year. And the bags I use, not the crappy paper ones, they're like a modern, non-woven, multi-layer synthetic material. So, the filtration on that is finer than most people's vacuums. Open up my Miele, automatically closes, pull it out, in the bin. Done. So it works well with the missus that has asthma. I just get the itchy nose. Hence, when I have my my streams and that, and I start cleaning things out, and I get itchy nose, and I rub it. Everyone hates it. That's why. Yeah, a lot of those old companies sort of lost their way with kind of how they did things. Because you had them, you had Vorwerk, you had heaps of them. Alright, so I should be able to just lift that up across there, because I'm going to have to remove this whole board. Interconnects, nah, I don't need that. Come on, there we go. Michelle actually used my Miele without the bag for ages. How do you do that? The Miele is the way that they lock, is they've got the tongue mechanism. You cannot close it unless that safety mechanism is broken. So she had to push it, finagle hand in there to lock it down. Yeah, I had to deal with all that kind of stuff when we had when I was at Godfrey's as well. Customers coming, oh, my machine's not working. Really? Huh? When was the last time you changed the bag? Or it's a bagless machine. When was the last time you cleaned the filter? And then people come in, and it was always hilarious when they had something caught in the machine that they shouldn't have. On more than one occasion, I removed sex toys from customers' vacuums, underwear, various things, and then there was all the disgusting, nasty things as well. Ugh. Never lose the suction. Yes, that is correct, but they start with very little to start with. Even then, suction doesn't make any difference. Once you go past a certain point, you're actually reducing the amount of airflow and therefore the ability for it to remove stuff from the carpet. On hard floors, you need more suction because you've got a brush there and you've got no sealant, so that airflow needs to go in. The higher the rate of airflow, the more you can remove from the surface. And the brushes also mean that you can agitate what's on the surface. So if it is adhered to the surface, the brush releases it and then the airflow goes up. So, high flow rate is good for that, but on carpets you want less flow rate, but you want something that's going to agitate the carpet to allow particles to move up through the fibers up to the surface, and also brush stuff, so things like loose fibers and pet hair and human hair and all that kind of stuff. That's the ideal way of doing it. It's like there's a reason why your grandmother took the rugs outside and beat them with a stick, and it's not just because she couldn't, practice beating your grandfather's ass in the bedroom. Bit of suction in the morning, set you up for the day. Oh yeah, that's be alright. No, that's number one. That's a number one. They have beta bars too, though. Yeah. But the Dyson ones don't really beat very well. They were always more of a brush type thing. They were really mediocre. Comparative to the classic, like helical ones that you get with Hoovers, or the Miele ones that use an offset mechanism. So the roller is like that, but instead of being like straight through with the pins directly through the center of either ones, the pins are actually just off slightly to each other. So as it rotates, it's rotating like that, a little tiny bit, and that vibrates it. If you're in the US, unless you're very rich, you probably don't know about Miele. They're a German company, high-end, expensive stuff, but they also do like consumer vacuums and stuff. We get them in Australia. We've got a local branch of Miele here that handles like distribution for this area, so like Australia and New Zealand and stuff like that. But yeah, they're just really, really good German stuff. When I used to work in appliances as well, the whole thing was, you buy a Miele and you have it for, you're set for life. Kind of like what Maytag used to be years ago. But with the Miele stuff, they're good. They're a great company for parts as well. One of the things that when I worked at Godfrey's and we sold vacuums, and Miele would actually like throw like events and stuff for us. There'd be food, and that was great. But one of the things that they were well known for was they'd say to us, when you sell a Miele vacuum, you're selling an item that can be repaired for many years. We do parts for our products for 20 plus years after discontinuation. It's kind of true. A lot of their things, they have the parts for many, many, many years. They don't change things unnecessarily, and when they do change things, the parts are there, so they're not like ready for the bin. I like that. I like a company that does that. Cool. All right. So that's the whole control board there. Ugh, greasy. Look at that. So the power switch is literally just printed onto the tracks there, and then that little stator there is what slides along it, so there's no actual dedicated strip. This is how you make a product at a really cheap price point. The fewer things you have to buy, the things, all that. No, you can just print it all on here. No need to put it on a switch when you're assembling and manufacturing it. Sweet, easy. That's a lot of grease on there. Ugh, nasty. Okay, yeah, that might explain why it's not functioning. Unlike Fender, not in warranty? Yeah. Yeah, that is something I'm going to be a little concerned about. I'm going to, we've got to send in the stuff and have a chat to them about doing service work for them because, business is quiet. So I'll take money from whoever right now. All right, let's zoom in. Whoa! Right in. Cool. Now, where's my pointer stick? There it is, pointer stick. Stay. Ugh. I hate silicone grease getting on the fingers. It's awful. Terrible stuff. Actually, it's probably not silicone grease. It's probably just a thick film lubricant, PTFE or something. Something goopy. Alright, so why is this not working? Well, you can see that big, massive crack around that jobby there. Now we can see. There we go. So that there, over that way, down there, over here. Probably see there's like a big circle around this connection here. That is a really, really bad solder joint. So we might not even have to replace that. Might even just have to resolder it. Let's give it a bit of a fly. Bit of a refly, Nope, that's the whole pad coming up. Okay, so it's been knocked at some point and it's just taken the whole pad. So that shall require some wire. I'll do some bus bar to it. But first, Let's just remind these solder joints that they're solder. Let's zoom out so we can actually get a little bit of vision going on. There we go. And we get DC sockets. Should have like a bunch of them, hopefully. Sorry. Got 2 left. Ooh. Ooh. Hopefully I don't have to replace more than 2 of them, or else I'm going to have to go order some. Probably got some in my parts drawers somewhere. Yeah, that one's probably copped a bit of a knocking. Okay, so I got that. Now I need my desoldering braid. Cutters, like so. Stay. All this talk about appliances and quality and build stuff and all that jazz. There's so many things that are just designed to be thrown away these days, and it's not good, man. It's not good. Should be fixing things more. Not only because, you know, I get paid for it, obviously, but also just because it's better for the environment, you know? Less wastefulness, less stuff going to the bin. One thing I hear from a lot of people, especially like a bunch of older people, is, oh, yeah, we used to fix things back in the day. We used to do this and that. And it's like, well, yeah, you also used to spend like, you know, 2/3 of your annual income just on one single appliance. So of course you're going to repair it. You know, the whole, you know, cost versus you know, other factors thing is very different. It's not like, you know, these days you can buy something cheap that'll just, you know, you can buy another one for less than the cost of, like, labor of someone like me to go fix things. You'd buy a TV, oh yeah, that's like, you know, a couple of weeks of wages. So, of course, you're going to pay someone to fix it. You buy a fridge. There's not much going on in them. They were simple devices back then. Here's a compressor, here's a thermostat. There you go. That's it. It's either the compressor that's gone or the thermostat's gone. Yeah, you can easily replace those. Simple enough. Nothing too crazy going on. But when you've got things that aren't necessarily, like, you know, that simple, that might be more complex to repair, if the cost is going to be higher, then, you know, obviously it's going to be a bit more of a nightmare to repair. And cost more money. Okay. So, a little bit of bus bar wire. I'll provide a little bit of mechanical strength as well. God damn it, you bastard. There we go. Ow, pretty hot. There we go. It ain't pretty, but it works. With school repairs and similar, it's not about making it perfect or whatever else you use. Whatever parts you got on hand, you just try and make stuff do what it needs to do. That's it. Cool. So from there, should be able to go in like so. Cut the hole. There we go. Go away. There she blows. Okay, let's get some screws in here. Just give it a quick power on test. Wrong one. Wrong screw. Okay. Straighten out pins, make sure they're good. Cool. Ow. Yeah, you bloody bastard. Stabbing myself with solder. Because why not? That's what we do here in the morning. Let's go over and look at that then. How's that? Oh, you got 9 people watching. I got 6 likes. Come on, guys. Hit the like button. Tell me that you like me. I'm all about the peer pressure. Make sure there's no shorted bits here. That's better. Back in the days before lead-free solder, it all just flows so well. So nice. Cool. Alright, so let's just quickly power that on and pull it down to the correct voltage. 9 volts. Sent to negative. Dust layer. Cool. So now I should have. There we go. Nice. Okay, so I got that, but where's my volume? Alright, so I got power going on. Nice. Sick. That's a better quality connection. There we go. Sweet. Alright. 1 down. 2 more to go of these ones. Yep, helps when I put the other screws in. Everything's squeaking. Let's move, make sure those buttons are in the right place too. Cool. There we go. Okay. Couple more screws there. And of course drop one. There it is. It needs to bend down when I got extend a pokey stick. There we go. Two more screws. Always nice how they mark them down. Screw goes there, screw goes there, screw goes there, and it goes there. So that one there, that one there, that one there. Where's this one go? Come on, there's one more that I've got to put in. Because right here in my hand. Ah, there it is. Knew it was around somewhere. Sweet. Okay. Excellent. Now that I know how the assembly procedure goes on these, I can do it far quicker and simpler next time. Which is excellent. Cool. Good. Okay. That goes in there. Come on, get in. There we go. Excellent. So, for someone who, if it's just themselves and they got a unit like this, repairing it, unless they're going to do it themselves, might not be worthwhile. It might just be easier to go, you know what, I'm going to go buy another one. It's been a good 20-year run. But when it's something like a school, and they've got half a dozen of these, a dozen of those, and they've got a lot of things there, keeping them going kind of makes a bit more sense, because I can do 3 of these in an hour, fix up 3 of them, which will cost them, for an hour's worth of labor, $120. $120 is half the price of the modern equivalent for one of these. All right. So basically, for a sixth of the cost of a replacement, you can have, one of these going. It makes more sense in that kind of respect, because just doing it as a big bulk lot. Here we go. I've got like a half a dozen of them I'm working on, top to bottom. Just keep doing the same things. It's quick, it's easy. The parts are simple. If it's one person, I'm just doing one, well, I'm going to charge for the time and that. It doesn't sort of make much sense in that regard. For example, in this collection of stuff that they've brought in, there's like a pair of old, PP teal stripe amps. They're from the 80s, they're ancient. But damn, they're going to last forever. They will just keep kicking on, they won't die. Because they're good, they're solid. They work well at what they do. And to replace them with equivalents, because they're not small amps, they're like 80, 90 watt amps and similar type things. A modern replacement, like a line 6 Spider or a Catalyst or something like that, or if some schools go for like the Boss Wazzers or Cubes or whatever, they're not cheap and they're not easily repairable. They're just, yeah. You can buy them, but they're more on the disposable side, unfortunately. The old stuff, you can keep them going longer. And in a school context, your average school kid is not exactly like a tone hound, so they don't really care about, you know, what it sounds like or whatever else. It's like, can I sit here and play the same like songs that the teachers have heard 500,000 times over the years? They just want loud, they want volume. Yeah, there's the modern replacements, they are less robust because they're made to a cheaper price point and everything's all SMD. Playing the euphonium. Nice. I do some minor brass and woodwind repairs and that. Not a huge amount, but a few. I just fix whatever. If I can't fix it, I've got people who I outsource things to. Yeah, in the bin it goes after just a brief period of time. It does not take much to kill them. School kids beat the crap out of things, man. My parents probably wouldn't have ponied up for a rental. Sad how fast musician programs are dying here in the States. They're dead. They're well dead over here in Australia as well. You know, the US style like band programs and similar things that you see, and like, you know, people going on about you know, playing clarinet in the jazz band or whatever at school. That stuff doesn't exist here in Australia. Rich kids got music programs, you know. They got that in their fancy private schools. Public schools, nah. I never got a chance to learn an instrument. You know, I learned guitar when I was like 11 going on 12 because I found an old beat-up acoustic at a family member's house and started like teaching myself. And then I learned from all the Polynesians and the Maldives around me how to play, and that's kind of how I got into it from there. There wasn't any lessons, there wasn't any of that kind of stuff. Here in Australia, there's a couple of schools that still do those programs, but like in primary school and that, no, I didn't get that opportunity, and even if I did, I wouldn't have been able to afford it. I was right proper poor. Okay. Up we go. You know what? These aren't... It's not the worst piece of equipment I've ever worked on. I've worked on so much worse. Let's zoom out a bit again. There we go. Yep. See all the junk cluttering the desk, because there is so much junk here. Okay. Yeah, righty. Let's take this board off again. Let's desolder it first. No. Okay. Come on, get off. There we go. This is some incredibly eutectic solder. It's like saying liquid for so long. Come on, you. Exactly. It's not the worst piece of equipment I've ever worked on. Damn, that is some high praise. Yeah, it's definitely of its era. A lot of this stuff is. It's of its era and it's of its price point. Still better to work on than a Mesa. Which is true. Almost anything's better to work on than one of those things. damning with faint praise. Seriously, my fiance worked for EB Games as a store manager in that. And, oh, dear Lord. The people who'd come in and they'd have a console. And the moment that you open it up, or even like when they put it on the bench, you can smell the cockroaches. You can smell it. Oh, and they're like, yeah, no, this thing, it's not working, eh? She just takes it and just like taps it on the bench, and just the stuff that falls out of the heatsink and that. She's like, yeah, those are roaches. That's not covered under warranty. Sorry. Ugh. Very, very common in the western suburbs, where she was, like Roselands and similar. It's just, ugh, no thanks. Cockroaches are everywhere. You can't really do much about them, but you can at least keep your stuff clean. Keep it clean. Make sure it's vacuumed out, cleaned out once in a while, so there's less of it in there. Oh God, I keep touching that grease. Oh, it's all the way up there. Oh no, I didn't touch it. Good, didn't touch it this time. Yeah. So we've got another one, another cracked pad there. This one actually looks in pretty decent condition, so I might just reconnect this one rather than replace it. Let's get rid of this manky pad. Come on. Give me a pad. Come here. Come on. The other one just came right off, just stuck right to my soldering iron. This one, no, I want to play silly buggers. There we go. Cool. Yeah, there we go. Pad just comes right off. It's shot. It's dead. It's gone. Yep. Don't know why, but I got the Ramones stuck in my head this morning. Rock and Roll High School specifically. Rock and Roll High School. One, two, three, four. I do miss going to good punk gigs. Used to go to a bunch of when I was younger. Always a good scene here in Sydney for that. Not so much these days. Not so much for any live music here in Sydney, unfortunately. Oh, it's dead. But my God, you can find pokies on every bloody corner. You bastard. Let's try it again. Okay. I'm like a blacksmith. Forging pieces of wire to conduct electrons. More alchemy, I suppose. Alchemy? Yeah, alchemy. Dark magic. Okay. There we go. Cool. That keeps that away from that pad because I have no idea what it's connecting to or what it's doing, and I'm not going to really bother looking. Cool. That'll do. I believe the phrase is good enough. Come on, you, get in the hole. Ah, you bastard. Fine, I'll have to do it this way. Pull them out first and then stick it in. Yeah. There we go. That's better. It's just a DC jack, dude. Yes, DC, the superior option. Actually, there's a video that I watched the other week. And it was about high voltage DC for transmission, and how it's like, yeah, it is a really, really good choice for what it does. Works well, you know, a couple of 100,000 volts DC. Throw it over the lines. There we go. Less losses, all that kind of jazz. Well, hi, Mark. Yes, hello, Lyle. Working on, you know, absolute high quality stuff here. Nothing but the finest of cheap Casio keyboards. And some PV teal stripe amps because, you know, school repairs, they need stuff fixed. Keep the schools chugging along. I got a couple of guitars from them as well that I've got to check out. And then when I go back next week, I've got to look at a PA and some other bits. Oh, stay. Why does it feel like my shin is on fire? My calf. That's weird. Very, very weird. Come on, in we go. There we go. Do. That one there. Stay. Alrighty. Now, I wonder what they're talking about when they're talking about... Because I left a note on the this one that there's a key that when it's pressed, it's a delayed sound. So I'm wondering whether maybe there's just a key contact issue. I was wondering what had the Xbox controller hits. Yeah. And I got a stack of stuff to repair from the school. All the cheap keyboards and stuff. Keep them operational, keep them running. That way they can spend some money on better quality stuff as well, rather than having to toss out this and, you know, waste more money. I don't mind doing it. It's cathartic in its own way. It's exciting as all hell. Okay, clear out that layout. There we go. Where's me flux pen going? I need a bit of flux pen here. We'll just apply some fresh solder. I think this might have been made for me. Let's use some solder. Ow. Yeah, I hate seeing stuff go to waste, so, you know, work with the schools to sort of minimise their budgetary losses, because, you know, so many kids are in there just because they have to. They don't really care about, you know, what they want to do, but then there's kids who do want to be there. They want to take music as a subject and they want to do stuff. So you keep the cheap stuff going. Doesn't matter if it's like, you know, old and that. You know, your average sort of year 7, like, you know, 13-year-old kid is not going to hear the aliasing and all that on a 20-year-old keyboard. They don't care about how the keys feel cheap and chintzy. But, you know, your kid who's, like, taking it as an elective and who wants to, like, you know, potentially go off and study music at uni or something, you know, giving them some decent stuff to be able to do things in class for, or those who take, you know, music as an elective because it just interests them. They don't want to, like, necessarily pursue it as a career, but it's nice that they can have something that's a bit neat to play on in class. Gotta run. Time to start dinner here. Nice. I haven't had breakfast this morning, actually. Didn't have time this morning. It was an absolute shit show when I left. A lot of things to deal with, a lot of stuff to sort out, so did not get a chance to shove any food in my stomach. Come on, in we get. There we go. No, stay. Yep, that'll do. And then over the next one. Okay, so now I should be able to just power it up with the power supply. Shut up. Sweet. So it's not delayed, it's just got faulty contact on there. That's easy. That will just need a bit of a cleaning to the contact thread. Cool. I think that strip just comes off the bottom. No. Let's find out. There. There we go. Flexi-flex. Look at that. Like, that's brilliant design for, like, just, yeah. Man, companies could design stuff like this again. I'd be real happy. Like, cheap stuff like this that's still kind of repairable. It's like they put in the forethought to, you know, okay, we can assemble it from this side, and we can take this off, and we can do that. Okay, great. Cool, let's do it. Let's have at it. Now, the question is it going to make me, there we go. Flip that way. Go up there, like so. Get that, and these ones up a bit more. Come on. Slide back, come on. Oh, don't make a fool out of me. Oh, wait, there we go. Ah, you bastard. Okay, cool. So I can push just a wee bit more of that through. Cool, alright, yep. Good. Okay, so should be no qualms in me just giving that a bit of a tug, bit of a tuggy tug. Yeah, in the bin. It sucks that is indeed the case, you know. Leo is rolling over in his grave right now. His very, expensive, lavishly, lined in velour grave because of how much he sold the company for. Well, see, some people are smart like that, and they go, well, if that's what it's going to be like on this experience for this product, then it'll happen with others as well. But so many other customers go, oh, I'll just buy another one again anyway. Which sucks. Decided he's not buying a Fender anymore. Rinse and repeat 50 million times, and maybe they might change business practice. And that's exactly it. Millions of times. They're one of the largest musical instrument companies in the world. They don't have to care about that. Customers will come back. There's always a new one being born. Someone else next week can deal with it. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. Go that way. Haha! Fuse holder tool. That works. That works nicely. Okay, so which was the dead key? There we go. That one there. Yeah, looks like there's a little bit of, what's he on there? A little bit of corrosion, so I'll get some ISO, give it a clean. Get ISO, that Q-tip, cotton bud, that thing. Dashboard. Do that, and then just make the connection a wee bit better. I'm not going to bother with pad repair kits or anything, but sometimes just a bit of graphite just on the conductive surface just adds a wee bit more. There we go. That should do the jobby. You. That makes it easier. Nice. That one goes there. And where to put the other? No, dropped it. Oh, let's try that again. Let's try that again. Dun 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 dun. I weave it enough? What? I am so confused right now. What's this about latex pants and weebs and stuff? I don't know. But yes, I am a weeb. We all know that. Well, I fixed that key, but made the other one worse. So the one next to it is not seated correctly. Yeah, it feels a bit funky. Feels a bit funky. Right. One small feeling. Particularly two. There we go. Cool. Which key was it again? That one. Next one over. Probably a wee bit of that one. It ain't a permanent solution, but it's a solution. I need to grab that. I have to keep those keys from being depressed. That's better. There you go. That may be why. Put the correct direction. Suddenly it sits properly. Who'd have thunk? Who'd have thought putting things the right way would make things work? Crazy, crazy. Absolutely mad. Volts. Every time I put the thing back, it's like they're getting worse. Okay. Let's think about how this thing's going back together. Okay, so it's that end. That'd be why. That board was a bit funky looking. Just give a nice bit of a clean. Get off. Clean the contacts as well. hopefully will solve our problem with the mysterious keys not operating correctly. Let's find out. Ah, I just knocked the camera right to the side. There you can see my pile of junk beside the thing. There you see how the sausage is made. Sweet. Oh yeah, flat. Oh yeah, chord matrix. Nice. Alright, so we've resurrected another one. One more. Stay. Ooh. I think it's almost time for tea. Not like as in the edible type tea, but as in the drinking tea. That way. There we go. Goes that way with that notched up that way. Cool. Now, especially on units like these ones, I'm not going to use a drill to drill things back in because this plastic's old, it's brittle, it's, you know, it's weak. It's weak. It's not going to handle up to the rigors of this. If I try and drill it in, I might strip it out and crack the plastic or whatever else, so, you know. Edible tea, yeah. Actually, there are some really nice tea-flavored things out there, you know, tea desserts and stuff. Tea eggs, they're kind of, yeah, mediocre. Eaten them, but not huge on them. Lots of good, you know, obviously in Japan, lots of tea-flavored things. Taiwan does a lot of nice sort of tea-flavored things too. And Southeast Asia too, like Thailand and stuff. They do like the royal milk tea stuff, desserts and things. Okay. Out of all those places in that kind of region, for me, I want to go visit Vietnam. Thailand, yeah, it's alright. Indonesia, Bali, nah. I'm not bogan enough for that. Oh yeah, that's right. I don't understand what we're talking about. Oh, you have a spot of tea. Gonna have some tea, huh? But then again, like the way we refer to tea is different to how the Brits refer to tea and other people. You know, tea and supper and all those kinds of different meals. Brunch, morning tea, yeah. Brunch is like the most bougie thing in the world. It's like, oh yes, I have so much money and I have so much time, I need to invent a new thing to do between breakfast and lunch because I'm bored. I know, I'll just have another meal. I'll make it halfway between breakfast and lunch, and yeah. Meanwhile, us working class folks, we just call it smoky. Every time I hear the word smoker, all I can think of is Kevin Bloody Wilson's song, What Time Smoker. If you know who Kevin Bloody Wilson is, it's a bit of a funny bastard. And then, of course, the classic track of What Time Smoker is always hilarious. Very, very Australian ochre humour. Very, very, very rude Lots of rude words, lots of terrible things to say. Stay. Yeah. Okay, so this one will need some keys cleaned too. Ooh, excuse me. Smoko. Exactly. I still can't believe that the chat's opened for Guns N' Roses. For those who don't know, there's an Aussie band called The Chats, and chat is like a derogatory term for someone being like, well, you say chat, like just, you have contempt for them. And they have a song called Smoko. So this this band, where is it? There we go. They just sum up like Aussie ochre culture so much. Ah, there we go. You already posted it. Fine, well, we both posted it. Whatever. But yeah, they opened the Guns N' Roses when they were here most recently. Come on, Smoko! And those who might not necessarily understand the social commentary that's being made there it's about like council workers or when they're like working on roads and similar type things, how they're always never doing anything, sitting around. You don't ask me to do something, I'm on Smoko, eh? Although I've found it quite funny. There's a this guy who's making like videos recently about like being an Aussie tradie over in the US. For those who don't know what a tradie is a tradesperson, someone who works in things like carpentry, construction, plumbing, electricians. We call them tradies, you know. I suppose in the US you'd say someone who went to trade school or something, or a tradesperson. But we call them tradies, because everything's got to end in E's or O's, you know. Yeah, and was making observations about how the Aussie tradies like, yeah, no, just get this done out of the way in half a second. It's like, yeah, it's kind of half true, but half not as well, because, you know, plenty of tradies out there be like, oh, yeah, that like 5-minute job there, oh, yeah, that'll take a couple of weeks, got to wait for parts and stuff like that, you know. Or I can schedule in sometime next week, and that'll be $1,500, thank you. Flipping it. Australians have a proud culture of taking the piss out of everything. For those who don't know what taking the piss means, it means, being light-hearted and, mocking in a light-hearted, jovial fashion. We don't take things very seriously. Okay. Ah, yeah, mofo. This one's annoying. Going from under. There we go. Tick, 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 tick. Ah, yes, the great French work ethic. The moment you try and take away their fourth wine break of the day, they go on strike and flip over the nearest car. Just for the dear love of God, do not ask them to engineer anything. You have seen French cars, right? So just absolutely wild. The Citroen 2CV, you know, the Citroen DS, which is absolutely wild. The hydraulic, suspension and stuff for the crappy bombed out roads that they had, and narrow streets and such. They would also do things like, you could have a wheel come off and drive the car still with only 3 wheels. It's crazy. But they're kind of cool. I wouldn't mind one if it weren't for the fact that maintaining them is a nightmare. Cool. Oh, hey, what do you know? It's got a broken pad. If you don't know, Renault. I like that. I like that a lot. And that is so true. Seriously. The amount of people who go out there and they ask about questions for what car should I get? And the end result, the answer is always, like, if you got the money, go buy a second-hand Toyota. They're not gonna be cheap, but they will be reliable, they will last, and so on and so forth. And they come back and go, oh, I got this Peugeot 508, or Peugeot 208, and it was really cheap, it was really good. I can't really speak that much because I had a Renault Kangoo. But the Renault Kangoo was actually kind of okay, except they did have a issue with the automatic transmission in the ones that I had. They had a solenoid in them that would always go bad, so you'd drive along, and next thing you know, it just goes bang! And the gearbox would drop down into second gear and go into safety mode, and you have to crack it open and replace that solenoid, and then it's okay for a while. But yeah, that solenoid always failed. Or a nightmare. Don't worry, we're only designing wiring for commercial aircraft. Oh, so Boeing. Oh, that's a prime example as to why you don't want to, give corporations too much control over themselves. Yeah, no, we're okay. We're still fine. We're we're still doing the thing, and making sure products are good, and they're okay. Oh yeah, we're totally okay to self-certify. It's all right. We're fine. Fine. It's all right. Cool. Parts have arrived. Excellent. Finish up some more stuff. Excellent. Thank you much, Lee.
Thank you.
Cool. I got parts from Mauser. God, this weighs a ton. What did I order? Oh, that's right. I got some more pots. I was running low on pots. Let's got some specters. The impectors we say that we're doing great. Exactly. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. We've got paid Bill over here. He thinks we're doing a good job. Isn't that right, Bill? Yes. Now, where did those pliers go? There we go. Yes, we go that way, and then over like so. Clip off the excess there. In we go. Oh, I said get in there. Bloody hell. Come on. There we go. Just get on there, you. That's the one. That's what I want. Cool. So I'm not just tack soldering on these bus bar wires. They are on as well mechanically, so I crimp them around the leg, so it gives them a little bit of extra support. always with any solder joint, you always want to make sure that you've got a mechanical connection as well as the solder. You can't just rely on solder, because solder, it goes brittle. It will crack. Oh man, birria tamales, damn. That is, there's a place here that does birria tacos. They're actually not too shabby. But it's like owned by like Chinese people and run by them, but somehow they get them pretty damn good. So I rate it. Okay. That'll do. And get these sockets, the pads cleaned up on the thingies. Hey, yep. Brain was supposed to be complying with me today. Stay. Do. Goes there, that goes there. This one goes here. Is birria goat? No, it's like a type of like way they cook it and stuff. So, like it's they like slow cook the meat, and then they use like the fat to like cook their tortillas or other things and that. But it's like a you separate the meat and use it as filling, and you serve like a the consomme, like what the meat's cooked in, and it's damn so good. Yeah, there's a place here in Newtown, down the road from a workshop, that does awesome birria tacos. They're good shit. And now I am hungry, very hungry. Breakfast has not happened, so I must make breakfast happen in a bit. I think I've got some stuff over in the fridge there. I think. Don't know. If not, I'll have to go for a wander down to Aldi. Go grab my stuff. Wait till you're old and forget why you're talking to yourself. I do that already. My brain will literally have like a train of thought and focus on things, and then like 5 seconds later I go, what was I thinking about? Oh, I was so intensely thinking about this and now I don't remember. That's just ADHD though. Brain rushes from one thought over to the next, over to the next, over to the next, over to the next. Next thing you know, you're 3 suburbs over from your original thought. That stays there, and then we go into there. And one final one here. Sweet. Good. Clear off a bit of this gunk from these old pads. Cool. Yeah. Yep. I've done that many a times. It's like, oh yeah, this seems interesting. I'm gonna look it up. 3 seconds later, it's like, wait, I'm like 5 web pages into something random. What was I doing again? Ah, damn it. Managed to forget every bloody time. Okay. There we go. It's a bit better. Alrighty. Bit of fresh solder on those. Doesn't need a huge amount, just enough. Straighten that leg. Cool. Excellent. And the next one. Cool. Sweet. That can go here. I don't know why that panel is so bent. Someone must have tried repairing it previously, working on it. Something akin to that. Click, click, click. Become sticky. Let's put my cork box under there so the keys aren't being pushed on. There we go. Cool. And which key was the one that was going funky? So it's down this end. There's another one down here, was there? And another one down there. Who on earth is calling me? You're gonna have to leave a voicemail, sorry. No idea who you are. Yes, let's disconnect that up. Who on earth was trying to call me? Mm-hmm. 3. Oh, buddy. Right. I'll sort that out in a sec. Junk. Yes, that's fine. Is that there? Not that. Yep. Alright, I'll have to go up and sort that out. I'll deal with that shortly. Ah, come on you. Get out. Come on. There we go. There. Oh, not there. Let's go up under that one. Come on. Almost out. Come on. Yeah. Not enough room in these things. There we go. What do you think? Okay. Yeah, I can see why that might not be working so well. Bit on the dusty side. Oh yeah, 25-odd-year-old device. It's going to be like that. Get a fresh Q-tip, fresh one. Okay. Over there. Was it that one? It's a bit of a clean as well. Then I have down here this key there. Alright, cool. Now I should. There we go. Cool. Okay. Click, click, click. This one as well. Now, flip it over. Power on. Stack of keys not working. I'd have to get them reseated again. Fiddly bloody things. All clean, get rid of all the dust and gunk in there. Ugh. That's nasty. That's nasty. You can see that. Not exactly a pretty color. A lot of old decontamination and dust and gunk and crap in there. Instead, give me some booze, some alcohol. Alright, so should be able to make that work now. let's see. There we go now. Those two there on the bass end. Is that on the bass connector? Clean those out. Okay, let's get rid of that. Get my tape. There it is. Next to it. That black there as well. That black there. So I started with 2 bad notes. Now I have a few. Maybe it just needed a little bit of beating to play. Okay, cool. So let's just down that in then. Cool. So those 3 notes there. Cool. So that's just all on that PCB then. It's alright, I can deal with that easy. Right, so those contacts are clear. Must be because of stuff on the pads, but I'll give them a bit more clean as well. I'm not here. Cool. Alright, so what we're looking at was that note, and then those 2. Okay. Where did thingy go? There it is. Actually, keep it over clean. Now that should hopefully, fingers crossed, do what we needed to do now. Perfect. go. Sorted. Another one saved from the rubbish pile. That's what I like to see. Right. Let's get rid of that, get rid of that. Cool, 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 cool. That goes up that way, that points up there, like so. And that goes there. So, how exciting is this to watch today, huh? You know, you don't get these kinds of thrills from working on vintage amplifiers or high-end guitars or interesting bits of pro audio gear. Nah. It's all about this kind of weird, cheap type stuff. Some people like it. Some people might find it more interesting than others. Good old Tuesday morning here in Sydney, 10:15 to be precise. I'll be here most all the day working on things, fixing stuff up. Almost lost it. Almost, not quite. Okay, and then this one. This screw. And this one. Alright. Ah, hey. It's all good, mate. You know, I do these things on the weekday mornings just mainly for the hell of it. You know, I got to do some more getting these videos edited out. So, I was gonna buy a keyboard to dink around with. What brand or model would you look for? What to avoid? Depends on what you're wanting to do. Look, I'm a Yamaha fanboy. I'm a simp. Why? Because I do the repairs for them, and because I know that they're well made. They play well. They sound good. What's your budget is another concern, and what were you wanting to do? If you're wanting to, for example, learn how to play piano, grab yourself a Yamaha P145 or similar, which is like, you know, their entry-level models. They work brilliantly. They don't cost a huge amount, but the action on them works great. They sound great, and they're robust and reliable. If you, for example, wanted to do synth-type stuff and similar things, once again, Yamaha's pretty good, but they don't really have anything like the synthy type thing in the lower ranges and such. So with something like that, you'd more likely go with like Korg or something. They're okay. You know, Behringer are okay. You know, get a lot of sound out of them for the money, but just don't expect repairability. Alternatively, you can pick up any MIDI controller, keyboard controller, or similar. Plug it into your computer and load up like Arturia V Collection, which is good. That's what I use. Got analog synths and various things that can be used, but being able to just, you know, load it up in software, and it sounds 99.9% the same. And you'll have more options, more stability, and be able to do more wacky things as well. Ah, almost killed myself. Cool. Alright. So those keyboards are done there. Now, what have I got in this pile to deal with? Not that, not that. Not that, not those, not them. Those are guitars. Stay. Quickly give my hands a bit of a wash. old school keyboards like that. It's full of crap. Very terrible for the hands. What am I going to check out next? Amps, I suppose. Alright, let's clear the deck for some amp work then. Crappy old junk amps. Korgs and Rolands, no idea what's good or not. Yeah, let's see, if you want to do piano, if your budget's really basic and you don't have a huge amount of money, the Yamaha NP15 and NP35, great. They're keyboards for the piano player. So they don't have 1,000,001 sounds, they don't do all kinds of fancy stuff. They've got good, decent box keys. They're a non-weighted action. If you're going cheap, don't go for weighted action because you're going to compromise too much. Cheap without weighted action is better than cheap with weighted action. If you've got the money, obviously, you know, spend a couple of bucks extra, get yourself one that's got a weighted action, and you'll be able to, you know, play it and, you know, get the feel for the weight in the keys, which can make a big difference for, like, doing piano type stuff. Obviously, because you can better do your chord voicings and your runs and strengthen up your fingers from day one. Ow. Oh, that hurt. What on earth? Anything. Okay. So keyboard's been dealt with. I'm going to order a part for the Yamaha one because it's just got broken keys. That's easy enough. So in that instance, I may move to check out these amps and see what's going on there. Oh, dear Lord. Right. Ugh. Weighs a ton. Weighs a ton probably sounds like crap. Oh. Now, this is going to be an example of like an amp that is modern, cheap, doesn't cost a lot, and is probably as a direct result the kind of thing that's ready for the bin almost immediately. Yeah, stuff like this, generic Chinese stuff, ain't worth a huge amount. But while I'm here, I can at least check it, see whether maybe it's something that's repairable. Maybe it's something simple like a jack. Looks like a standard sort of box type jack, which I've got like plenty of them to replace with. Okay, let's see. There. Come on, there you come. There. Yeah, a few seams intact, nothing explodey, which is nice. Got enough things that have exploded that I have to repair. Bit of corrosion on there though. Not a huge amount, but some. Okay. 70 watts, 8 ohms. So I used to have something on the back there sealing it. Okay. Okay. Get this out of the way. Cable can go up there. Like I said, cable can go up there. That can be plugged in there. And this will go into there. Right. That's a bit of a sound. What the hell? that's okay. I think I just got a bit of a sneak peek of the latest of the next Merzbow album. Shout out to all my fans of, like, you know, Ultra Noise. Let me just take a quick look inside just to see what a shit show it is in there. You know, 2 seconds to confirm if it's something I can at least potentially repair, but that's a hell of a sound. Very repetitive too, so I'm wondering what it might be. Unless the whole thing's like one random SMD laden board or something. That's a long screw. Cool. Okay. Squeakity squeak. Something like this there will be no service documentation for at all. Not a 1, -0. So me trying to do anything major to it without any of that documentation ain't happening. Come on. Wait there, come on. Stupid bloody carpet. Oh, ow, right in the finger. Oh, okay. Okay, not the worst looking thing in the world, actually. Wondering, is this board akin to anything else? Because the cabinet design is very, very similar to an old Hartkey amp, like the A100s and HD 150s and similar. Yeah, what on earth could have been making that kind of sound? Got the limiter circuit, got that. You know what, let's just say, shits and giggles, whether there is a schematic out there for this. Well, excuse me. Joyo JBA72. Let's see how much they are first. They're a $400 amp, so I'm not going to spend more than a brief moment of time on it. Alas, no schematics. No schematics. I could sink way too much time into this. It's not anything that's going to be relatively kind of simple. It is making that god-awful sound. Seriously, that's like just an awful sound. It's got an effects loop though. Can we isolate it to whether it's the preamp or the power amp? Let's see. There's some power on there. Signal generator. Okay. Oh, you heavy bloody thing. That whole jack thing there is balked. Nah, couldn't be that simple, could it? Surely that could not be it. Not possible. quickly is just check the output. Okay, that can go there. That can go there, that can go there. Let's see. Okay. On there, let's get some power. This is one. I need the other one. There. So what I'm going to do is just going to quickly check, see if there's any DC on the output. I'm just going to see if I insert something into the effects loop, if that noise goes away. If so, at least halves it down to it being in the preamp section. So it's pulsing mainly to one side of the output, so it's not swinging both ways. So that might be diode breakdown in the power supply. What happens if I disconnect the disconnect preamp? Suddenly it gets a lot quieter. Look at that. It's a big clean sine wave. Okay. So we got something in the preamp then. What's going on? It's crackling and doing all sorts of nasty weird stuff. So maybe I might be able to fix it actually. There's a potential possibility. Where's my shunting jack? There we go. Shunting jack don't do nothing. No, they don't do nothing at all either. Do I make the call? Do I give it a try? You know what? Let's give it a shot. Let's give it a... Oh, wait, actually, how is this? That board's going to be a nightmare to get out. Nah, okay, I'm going to call it. That one shall not be economical to repair based on no schematics. Okay, I've isolated it to looking like most likely in the preamp section, but I'd have to pull the board out. I'd have to look further inside, and in order to get this board out, I'd have to take the front pots and panels off, those cross rails, pull the whole thing up, take a look at it. That starts adding a fair bit of time to it, unfortunately. So $400 amp, school probably would have got it for like $320-ish, maybe $300. I could sink an hour into this and still not have a result for it. Yeah, so gonna call that one. Oh, yeah. Oh, God. Heavy bloody thing. Okay, here we go. Sweet. I'll at least send it back to them because they can use it as a bass speaker at least. Pull the amp module out, speaker in there, sweet. Ask them if they want me to modify it, because I can modify it and just put a jack on the outside. Come on, get in there, you. There we go. Sweet. What's wild though is it's got kind of better hardware than a lot of cheap amps by the big manufacturers. Cool. Alrighty. So let's disconnect that. Yes, go away. Don't care about that, don't care about that. Alright. Oh, hefty. Hefty, hefty. Now let's do something that is easier to work with. Shut up. Leaving. Alright. Yeah. We all know this heavy, heavy Tolex finish. Everyone's owned one of these old bloody PVs at some point. They're old, bulletproof, robust. Band at 112. Nice. The Doom Machine. Do some pretty hectic fuzzy type tones. Who on earth tagged this that it was safe? It doesn't have bloody compliant plug on it anymore. It's non-insulated. Oh my god. It looks crap. That's not even grabbing onto the earth properly. Oh, seriously, these guys. Let me just check there's an earth connection there. Last thing I want to do is send it back to a school and someone decides they're going to plug it in and go bzzz and hurt themselves. Cool. Alright. So we do have ground there, which is good. Let's see what is wrong with this one. Okay. So we've got crackling. So noise galore. Okay, so we just got like crackling and noise in the background, even while everything's turned to 0, so something's going a bit funky there. Potentially caps or a bad transistor in the path, maybe. Op amp gone bad. Reverb pop's a bit funky. Let's go over to gain channel. sound of old 90s death metal. Scoop the mids, solid state, especially like Sepultura and similar things. Okay. So it's a little dicky, a little finicky. Clear out the pots a little bit. We'll take a look at that sort of crackling noise in there, but I'll see what's in there first. It depends on, obviously, whether it's going to become worth replacing or repairing, I should say. That noise, if the rest of it's kind of functional still. Alrighty. Pull those off. Goes there. Them's goes there. Disconnect that one. Come here. Come here, you. There we go. Disconnect speaker terminals. And disconnect the reverb. Cool. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right. Make sure I keep those washers. They provide necessary support for the head shell. Oh god, why is that sticky? Ugh. Oh god, what the hell? Ugh. The whole underside of it's like greasy. Ugh. Oh. Seriously, why is the underside of this amp greasy? Like, I have no idea what's going on there. Yeah, caps are still kind of kicking on. A little old, a little worse for wear. Not majorly though. Little discoloration, but trying to get those is a nightmare. TNT bass amp. Actually, I think that's one of the ones I've got in the collection here to work on too. Old school jobby. But, they're alright, they work. There's diodes there cooking the board a wee bit. Getting a bit crunchy. Getting a bit hot. Where's the schematic for this thing? It's a Bandit 112 in this revision of the board. Stop asking me to upgrade FileZilla. I will never upgrade you. Never. Okay. Schematics. P for Puvy. PV. Backstage Bandit. There we go. Bandit 112, 88, and 89. So I'm not sure which one this is. 25th of the 8th, 94? What? No. Wouldn't be that late, would it? They were using the different livery by that point. Livery for some of the others out there. Hey, Alex, how's it going, mate? How's it going? Okay. Downloads. And at 112.88. Tell which version of it is by the orientation of the filter caps in this section. So this one, which is the 112 from 88, the earlier revision, it is not, because the caps would be mounted horizontally rather than vertically. I have worked on one of them previously. It was the last one I worked on, actually. So what I want then is I want the 89 version of that schematic. There we go. Command P, because I like having printed copies of them. Easy to work with. Looks like a PVB CB. Of course it is. It is indeed. It is an old Bandit 112 from a girls' high school down the road from here. Doing the repairs for them before the budget runs out at the end of the financial year. So I'll fix what ails them. Where did that bloody power plug go? Get the hole. Fortunately, I have one power plug for my laptop and the printer, so I have to unplug one, plug in the other. Yamaha CP10, what? Yamaha CP10 screams 1978. CP10, yeah. Wait, CP10 or CP20? CS10 is the synthesizer. CP10 is the one with the crappy wooden laminate thing, isn't it? CP10, that was like one of the early divide down ones. Oh, no. Yeah, CP10's ancient. Very, very old. They didn't sound good then, and they're like not having a renaissance now. They're worth like next to nothing because they do sound awful, they play awful, but they were of their time. Not that, don't care about that. Yes, that's fine, like that. No, that's junk, No. Yes, I gotta do that. I will do that. I'll deal with that too. Okay. Why are you not printing? Printer is there. Printer is fine. Wake up. Anything. Printers are the devil. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Oh yeah. No. Yamaha CP10s are ancient. They suck. No, don't. Don't. They ain't worth boo diddly, my man. What are you doing this thing again? Now you wanna do it. Come on. Printing, finally. I converted mine to a 3-channel hot rod plexi. But that's a Bandit 112. They got their own sound. They got their own unique thing. Throw a guitar in there, tune it down, use the high gain, super saturated mode and that. They're fine. P45. P45 is the better option by far. NP11 is older, not as good. The P45 is reliable. Parts are easily able to be gotten for them. I sold them all the way up until the end of last year, and they are a really, really good budget digital piano unit that's robust, reliable. They do what they do. Okay, if I'm connected to the printer, then print! Print! Come on! Printers are the devil. Evil, spiteful, hateful, horrible things they are. Seriously. While I'm waiting for that, give these bloody pots a bit of a clean, bit of a wiggle. Bit of funkiness going on that one. That'll help clear it out a bit. Okay, fine. I will go that away, and then I'll go there, and then I will retry again. Control P, print. Wait, what? Oh, that. Come on, P. Print. Damn thing. Ready to print. Then print. Come on. Come on, print. Print you. Okay, it's got a bit of discoloration around that section. So that one was a bit scratchy, and this one as well. Yeah, and they use those stupid, annoying bloody 4mm shafts as well. Don't worry, there is in amongst the collection of amps here another PV Blue Stripe of the era, an old keyboard amp that is missing 2 knobs. 2 shafts snapped right off. Yeah, the PV Clean channel is like thump. It's like thunk. It just has immediate like denseness to it, which is cool. Oh my god, seriously, why is this printer not working? Evil bloody things. Terrible. Okay, there we go. Did that kick it open? Is that going to make it work? Something's happening. Nah. Still nothing. Just says ready to print. Might have some spares around here. Yeah, nice. Come on, why are you not printing? Don't want to have to mess around, look at the bloody schematics on a screen. I like them in print. I like that. Someone's really sprayed that pot up with a hell of a lot of stuff before. Made a click, made a noise. Okay. Now let's see what happens when I plug it up into the external speaker. Give it a check. No, okay, it doesn't want to play. Okay, receiving data, but then why are you not doing anything with it? I think the printer crapped itself. Again. Let's see what happens now. Printer's all the devil, Bobby. That's right, I can use the let's see. Where did I put it? I had it up here. No, of course I misplaced it. Idiot. Loop. There we go. There you go. Yeah, some people really love their old like Clavinovas and stuff. Sound engines in them are ancient and not very good, but they're repairable, man. Parts are still available. Like I said, Yamaha are the Toyota of musical instruments in that they will keep using the same part on several generations, just keep going non-stop. Alright. Thank you, Vicky. Okay. Yep, still got that good old-fashioned buddy noisy noise going on. Is in the preamp section or in the loop? Let's see. Okay, so it's going to be in the preamp somewhere. the preamp, we're all good. Yeah, okay. So what is common between the two preamp channels? What are they both going through before they reach the loop? J174. I wonder what that could possibly be. That's the remote switch there. So if that's breaking down, that might be injecting some noise into it there. Otherwise, U5. There's U5. U5. Over here. U4, U3, U1, Q6. Where's U5? 3. Hello, 5. That's 2. Q11. What the? U4. Seriously, where's 5? It was U5, wasn't it? Yeah, U5. Just going over there, so CR7, CR9 in the same section. So that there, that there, that there. It must be over on the loop side, down on that side of the board. U5, okay, here we go. No, it's not old. Alright, so I've got U5 there. Shut up. What was if I pull that and give it a quick swap just to check? If not, it's probably going to be that fit. I've got 174s on hand, I'm pretty sure. Nostalgia is a heck of a drug. Yeah. Especially like synths and that. There's a lot of guys who come in and they were like, I was there when like all these old synths were crap and we were throwing them out because nobody wanted them. And now people suddenly want them again. It's like, I don't want them. I have no need for them. Let's just get rid of them. All these young players nowadays, oh. Come on. Oh. There we go. Nice ease. Four double 5/8. Come here. Come on. Playing. It gets stuck together. It's so annoying. There we go. Bastard. Oh. Yeah. There we go. So nice of Peavey to put socketed buddy ICs in here instead of just relying on them being hardwired to the board, just so I can like quickly just check to see if this ain't it. Because if it ain't that, then it might be the what's the other one? What did Herbie Hancock had? A lot of stuff. But he was mainly known for using things like a dynode Fender Rhodes. You can get that sound from anything out there. You know, if you're wanting to get like a range of those kinds of sounds that have a bit more, you know, flexibility to be able to get those kinds of sounds and similar, the Yamaha, what is it? The one that just came out a little while ago. Not the YC, not the CP, not the CS, CK. CK80. CK88, that was good. Herbie's a hell of a player. Absolute monster. Yeah. That's a remote switch there. Oh, but no, wait, no, there's the preamp out, power amp in. So let me just quickly, let's see what happens when I put the effects, because that's right, this thing has both an effects loop and a preamp in, power amp out. Yeah. Okay, so it's after the loop. Yep, so it's after loop. Which would be U4 then, if it was going to be anything. That's the effects there, which comes back. No, go away. Go away. I'm leaning on the wrong thing. Okay, so effects return goes via that way, it goes down to there, to that op amp, then goes preamp out, power amp in. And that is a... Why is there a J174 strapped across the feedback loop of that? Goes just to the 15 volt. What the hell? That's weird. That's reverb return there, so that's the mix stage, Okay. So let's try replacing U4. Okay. Now, where's U4? It's up in that corner, isn't it? Yep. That quadrant just before the jack there. Just get a quick yoinky yoink. Crush the thing almost. Okay. Okay, op amp in there. Let's see what happens. Cool. That noise is now gone. All it was just a dodgy U4, so it was noisy, crackling, making noise and junk. So now it's as quiet as one could hope for an amp like this. Where's that buzz coming from, though? No. It's coming from the input jacks. Let's just mute them out quickly. Yeah, so it looks like the input jacks aren't muting properly. Yep. So give those a bit of a clean as well. Clean them out with a little bit of ISO, a little bit of contact cleaner, and see what happens. Nice. These jacks, no point in replacing them if we don't have to, so. Now I want the other one. ISO, there we go. And where's my duva? Duva. Nope. Ah, there they are. Let's see how that goes now. Look at that. Whoa. Silent. It's golden. Nice. I'll deal with you later. Oh, God. Oi. Oh, man. Can tuner and walnuts, but at the same time. That's a bit odd, isn't it? Sick. That noise is my guitar. I've got to rewire this bloody thing. I keep saying I'm going to rewire the shop guitar, but I never get around to it. Alright, we're good. We're good. Can box this one up and send it away. Walnuts are alright. I'd give them like a C tier on the nut list. Not as ideal as, like, say, a nice cashew or almond, macadamia. I think we can all agree, though, that they are well and truly above Brazil nuts, which are trash. Brazil nuts suck. Ah, come on, you. Anything. There we go. Sweet. That can hang up there. Who's trying to call me? No. Yeah, I suppose I better go do some bloody admin stuff shortly. Brazil nuts are ridiculous. Yes, they are awful. They suck. They taste absolutely like garbage, like bitter chemically. I don't know how people like them. Now, Brazilian barbecue, it's good stuff. Brazil nuts, nah. Yeah, macadamias are a little cheaper in Australia because they're an Aussie nut, they're grown here. Still not cheap, but I remember when my mother was previously, she lived on like a macadamia farm. Yeah, we'd go along and pick up the macadamias off the ground, and there was heaps of them. And she'd grab like stacks and stacks of them, and then like breaking them open to eat them. Ugh. Seriously, what on earth is on this bloody case? It's like gunky and awful. I'm not here. Wow, someone's calling me an anonymous number. Oh no, the 4chan guys have found me. That's a bit better. Now it's not quite so sticky. Nice. Get pissed, get a stack of macadamias up ya. Okie dokie. Goes there. This amp. Cool. Someone's coming to check the thingy on Thursday. So this amp lives to fight another decade. That goes back there, that goes there, that over the top. God, they really did engineer something great with these things. Fill that. Ah, yeah. Almost dropped it. Come on. Just be nice if they had something to locate them better. There we go. Are we biting? No. Oh. that it? No. Ah. Anything. Aha, success. Got one. There we go. That one there, that one there, and that one there. There we go. All right, cool. Do. Excellent. That's there, that's there. Sweet. Come on, find the hole. There we go. Spell. Oh, tight squeeze. Join me as I OLoughlin through them. Nice. I bet there are a lot of good fruit trees and berry shrubs and such in Australia. Well, yeah, there's a lot of great native fruits and stuff as well that are around in lots of different areas, but they all got like destroyed or not pollinated and that because a lot of them had like a relationship with how they were done with kind of like how the local indigenous population would cultivate areas. They weren't necessarily like agrarian in what they did, but there was ways that they would go about things. So there's plants and trees and stuff here that are reliant on bushfires being set and such to actually pollinate and germinate and do all that sort of shit. There's a lot of fruits here that are, some of them are starting to pop up around the world, like finger lime. You've probably seen finger limes in like hoity-toity fancy places and that, and now everyone's all about finger limes because they're like an interesting citrusy type fruit that have like little jelly-looking kind of like pearly type things in them. We got that. We got the Kakadu plum. We got what else we got? Shit, heaps of stuff. Ugh. Yeah, I've always wanted to like go somewhere and like learn a bit more about like good old-fashioned bush tucker, as we call it here in Australia. Okay, so that one's dealt with. TKO 115. Let's get this bloody heavy mammoth monster on the bench as well. I'll do one more and then I shall grab some lunch and do some admin and return phone calls that people want of me. Undoubtedly it's because people want money out of me, always the way it goes. Oi. That's a heavy one. Bloody hell. There's a ton. Ugh. Mildewy. Dusty on the bottom too, cool. Just a quick little bit of a clean with the old vacuum. Come here. Lay down. My oranges on my tree out back starting to turn what? Oh, starting to turn now. The weather's cool, yeah. Girl. That'll do the jobby. That motor's starting to get a bit on in age. Okay, now what's going on with this thing? Oh, wait. Oh my god. Hefty boy. Very hefty. Okay, let's plug that on. Alright, so we're on. Scratchy pot. Got bass there, yep, that's fine. Input jack's missing its Duva. EQ is there. Okay. Don't you? What? It's like the worst thing you could put into an amplifier for a school is a button that has speaker protection that you can turn off. That should just be on always in a school. Always got to bloody protect that output. Okie dokie. What have I got in place I can use? Let's use this thing. That'll do. There we go, as short as a strap. That's better. Okay. Yes, single cut bases are a bad idea. Ow. Okay, it's okay. Okay, so it seems to work. What's the problem? It's gonna get loud. Okay, so it's working. Yeah, it's it's a riff that I know because I heard the song once. I was like, oh yeah. Never really kind of got hugely into Pink Floyd, but it does what it does. I am very, very loose in my playing. Yeah, very sticky hands too from touching this thing. Cool, okay, I can't really see what an issue is with this, except for the headphone board slipping inside there and the input jack needing tightening, so I'll do a bit of that. Okay. Cool. That goes there. So wait. Unplug that. Let's at least get rid of this bloody thing inside. Oh my god. Oh, hefty. Bloody old PV. You put like 3 screws on the back here, and like in on just a slight angle, so you need a long bit to actually reach them. How annoying. Why would you not find a better way to secure the chassis to it? Yeah, cool. Yeah, like the screws in at like an angle like that. Dumb. So this is a red-faced one, so this is when the brand is starting to get more focused on the ultra-budget, cheapy type stuff and losing that sort of reputation for just well-built, good quality things. Not as good, you know. This one manufactured in factory 3, so that was US still. Serial number, doesn't say. Doesn't say when it was made. Come on, come here. Come on, buddy. Stupid thing stuck to it. There we go. Oi, get off. There we go. Don't want to lose those washers because they help to distribute the weight a little better, because these little decorative washers on top don't handle it very well. They're not exactly like load-bearing cup washers. There we go. Cool. That's off, that's off, that's off. Now I should be able to pull this backwards, and there'll be a connector cable I'll have to disconnect. Come on. No, that way. There we go. Now, where is it connected to? There, which is going off down into there. Seriously? Nobody, wait, you're not gonna make me do the whole bloody thing where I have to pull the whole thing out, are you? There's no, like, quick connects or something. Okay, it's just enough room for me to flip it up on top. This way, companies like Behringer and that make it so that you can't get to those bloody quick connects and stuff, so you have to take all the speakers and stuff apart. Sucks, it really does. Okay, but I'm only here to bloody clear out those, let's get that socket in place anyway, so it's not a huge thing. I need a nut for it. No, stay. X-nut medium. Something like that should fit it. Nope. Bigger. I need hex nut large. Hex nut large. Actually, I think there's a PV one there. That's too large. Audio. That is also too large. Ugh. Only one of those ones, is it? Too large. Medium of large. So that's medium 2. I got anything a bit chunky on this. That's too small. Too small. Bloody hell. Can't even remember what size ones these ones take normally. Plastic head nuts. There we go. And there's something in amongst this that'll do the jobby. Let's see. Too small. There's this one. Hey, there we go. Like a glove. Almost like it was made for it. So then the other one might also be suitable for the other jack. Yes, cool. Excellent. Slightly different looking than the originals, but nobody cares. Infinite numbers of various parts and that, just to be able to find something to put inside of an amp for a, school, and it'll end up disappearing and being busted in a couple of months anyway. New South Wales Government Business Impact Survey. Well, yeah, business has been impacted rather badly. That there, no. Cool. Okay, I'm going to put this back into its case. Then I'm going to go find me some late breakfast, early lunch. I'm not going to call it brunch because I'm not bougie enough. Something we covered earlier in the stream. But yeah, I've gotten through a chunk of keyboards. Now I've gotten through a couple of amps, bit of a clearer picture as to what's going on with them. Okay, why the hell is that now stuck? Oh, I see. There we go. Oh, up we go. Come on. Envelope design of this is not very good. There we go. Back a bit further and there. Cool. There we go. Excellent. That's the right spot. And is that as well? Nope. Where are we? Come on. Oh, where are we? Okay, so I got that side sorted, but I need to sort the other side out. Heavy. Okay, I'm in the right spot of where that nut is. So how about we just let me get in, bastard. There we go. That's the one. That's better. Change over a long bit. Get these last screws in down the bottom. And the final one, yeah. Sweet. Excellent. So yeah, it's real good on that front. I'm gonna go stack this one in the pile. I'm gonna go find me some lunch. But yeah, it's been good fun and all that kind of jazz thus far. I'm gonna head out. I don't know, might stream again at some point. early again next week as I do. Try and work on some of the other videos and that as well. In the meantime, have fun, do all that kind of jazz. And I am going to find the magic button that says goodbye. There's a goodbye button. Come on, give me the button. Give me the button. Drilling holes in a brand new Les Paul. Of course, why not? To hell with it. Do it. Do it. Do it, do it, do it. Alright. I'm gonna go have food and all that. Catches.